story right now. The world's best paddleboarders are making their way to Manhattan Beach.
Yeah, they left this morning from Catalina for the annual Catalina Classic Paddleboard race. I believe this is 46th annual race that they're having here. KTLA's surfer girl, Megan Tellis, is live at Manhattan Beach, where racers will be paddling out later this morning. Or are they already started at this time?
Let's actually get a live look now. This isn't of the paddleboarders currently in the competition, but it does show you two harbors. This is off of Catalina Island. This is exactly the point where these paddleboarders left from, right? And it takes 5 to 7 hours for them to make it right here to Manhattan Beach. Again, 32-mile race. They call it a marathon, so my question was 26.2 miles, and they're like, no, 32 miles, so they just call it a marathon, but it's actually tougher than that in some ways. One of them being that it's more miles, but others that if you're not a waterman or a water woman, then this would be a really tough race for you to do. Did we get that live look? Are we seeing that? Because I just want to show you, like, it's all the way over there in Catalina, again, 32 miles away. And then this is what it looked like when those paddleboarders were in the water at 6 o'clock this morning. And again, they should be coming here in the next couple of hours. But if you come back out live, you'll see behind me, if you were with us since 6 o'clock this morning, you heard the gentleman, Matt, who's one of the organizers of this big Catalina Classic race. He says there has finally been this statue erected. It took 7 years for it to finally come into place. Beth, come on over here, because you were telling me you sat on the board. You heard everything happening. Why did it take so long, and what does it feel like to finally see it up?
Well, it took a long time. There were a lot of permits. There were a lot of decisions to be made. How many people were going to be on the statue? It was endless.
Yeah.
So during those 7 years, it was very labor intensive. I want to say a huge thank you to the community of Manhattan Beach.
Sure.
And to the Boardriders who worked with Manhattan Beach to get it up. After 7 years,
yeah.
I can tell you how amazing it is.
One of the models who modeled for this statue is actually in the race today. What is her name, and why was she the one chosen?
Her name is DJ Wilson, and she is paddling right now. She is one of the owners of Oceans Prone.
Okay.
Very powerfully passionate about getting women out there on the paddleboards and paddling. She's amazing,
yeah.
So she'll come in and pretty soon.
Yes, and Thursday is when there was a big ribbon cutting. It was a whole event that happened here. I want to bring Elijah into the picture. Beth, I appreciate your time. Mr. Elijah, come this way. I hope Mom's watching you this morning, because you are going to be, it's not so much a competition, but it's a race. You haven't even been paddleboarding for that long, but you're an athlete through and through right here in South Bay. Tell me about the sports you play.
I play baseball, I do swimming, I do surfing, and now paddleboarding.
And I hear you're really good at it, so you're going to hop on your paddleboard today. This isn't standing up. You're on your stomach with your hands?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And where are you going to be going? Because it's not the 32 miles from Catalina, but you're going to get there one day.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we're going to go Southside Manhattan Pier all the way to Bowie at 20th Street, Hermosa, and then we're going to come back, I believe.
And you're just ready for it. You're just so chill.
Yeah,
That's what I love.
I'm going to try and go full on the whole way, and just gas out.
Oh, gas out. What is the toughest part of paddleboarding from this experience that you've had recently?
I feel like it all depends on the water. Like right now it's a little textured, it's a little bumpier, but it's usually like just so glassy.
Yeah.
And just trying to like stay in the flow for the whole time is usually pretty hard, but I try and push through.
Is the goal to compete or to race in the Catalina Classic Paddleboard Marathon one day?
Yeah.
Say yes, yes.
Yeah.
Yes. See how that works? Elijah, also known as Eli in this community, South Bay kid. Can I get a high five from you? Let's see, I think, husband Caesar, if you're watching, we got to move to South Bay. I'm telling you, the vibe here is so cool. The kids are just so rad. The parents, I can't, sending it back to you, Lauren and Pedro. I'm in love with South Bay. I'm going to put it out there.
Yeah, the South Bay is amazing. That is an incredible race. I mean, all of those people doing that is just a really long way to paddleboard, it seems like.
Absolutely.
I mean, from Catalina to Manhattan Beach?
I couldn't do it. Good for them.
All right, well, hundreds are gathering this